What is going on, Pirate Gang? Harry Pirate here again for another episode of Murdered by Pirates. Today is a little bit different. I'm going to show you today how to reset in between each one of your clients. There is so many dirty barbers out there. You guys aren't cleaning your stuff. I've been to barbers myself. Like I've said in videos before, you walk in, there's hair all over the side, everything's not reset, you feel grimy, you cannot feel clean and fresh. And you probably don't want the barber touching you if he hasn't even got the fucking decency to clean his shit and get everything set up and ready for you before you walk in the shop. Now, I'm between clients right now. I've just done somebody and I've got about half an hour. So this is what I do in between every one of my clients every time without fail. Even if they turn up early, I get them to wait downstairs, play on the PS4, get them a drink, get them to chill, they can play with the dogs, whatever, man. And I get this shit clean so that when they come up, it smells good, looks good, everything's fresh, everything's clean, and it's hygienic. You're not gonna give people razor bumps or cut bumps, anything like that. Trust me guys, this makes all the difference. If you're a barber out there that doesn't clean your stuff or make everything ready for the client before they come in between every single client, you're a scumbag. You shouldn't be doing this job. This is how you clean everything properly. This is how you need to behave. So without further ado, I will show you the mess that is left after a skin fade or a 40-minute haircut, whatever, and then I'll show you how to clean it all, get reset. Cool, let's go. It is worth mentioning as well, this isn't just for up-and-coming barbers to show you how to clean after a client. This is for you barbers out there that have got lazy or you don't clean up between clients. But this is the minimum that you should be doing between each client. So please watch this, because you're going to make yourself a lot more lucrative by looking after your clients and having the respect and decency that they deserve for paying you their hard-earned money for a haircut. They could go anywhere, but they come to you. So give them a little bit of respect, okay? This is how you clean. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're a bit messy here. We've got hair on the floor, the chair's looking booky, the cape's got hair on it. You know, we got a hoover here. This gets hoovered after every single client without fail. Don't just hoover around stuff. Right? If you've got a carpet, if you've got like a wooden floor, tiled floor, lino floor, epoxy floor, whatever, you make sure you're going to sweep between each client at the bare minimum. Alright? At the end of the day, obviously you can hoover and mop, that sort of stuff, but when you've got carpet, you're going to hoover this up. You're not just going to hoover around shit. Alright? You're going to move this away, you're going to clean the bottom of the chair, clean the metal, spray this down with alcohol, and then we come to this. So as you can see, this is looking a bit messed up right now. Look, even this, okay, you might think this doesn't look bad, but this is terrible. It's not organised, and it's going to show your client that you're not an organised guy, you don't care about them, okay? You want to sort all of this out. Then we got our drawers, blade in here, that comes straight out into a sharps bin, which gets taken to a drug centre probably every couple months, because it takes quite a while to fill up. So I'll take this to a drug centre, you know, where you know, addicts can go and get their needles and stuff like that, because they've got special incinerators that get rid of this. There's plenty of them dotted around. That is the best place to get rid of those. Okay, so in here, as you can see, look, everything's just everywhere. I've been to barbers before that you walk in and this is what their station looks like, and they're rummaging through stuff, trying to find something. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want this guy touching my hair. Seriously, man, like, just have a bit of decency. You can't have self-respect if you don't respect yourself or your job. So what I like to do first, I get everything in the right drawers before I start cleaning. So I take my brushes, I put the brushes up here, and then I just make sure that these drawers are organised. So this clipper doesn't go in there, that will go in the bottom. I haven't even started cleaning yet, guys, so, you know, bear with me. These scissors here, I just put them roughly in the places that they go. I'll show you why in a second, why I do this first. Some of you might be saying, why don't you clean as you go? I'll show you in a minute. Quite a cool little tip I'll give you. Okay, so everything's now where it should go. I've got all my machines there, and I've got my combs and scissors there. Okay, so now what I do, the next step, without fail every time, I take a hairdryer. I put it on whatever setting, it doesn't matter, and I blast these drawers. What that would do is pull out all the hair from them. It's very important, because there's no good cleaning this shit, putting it back in a dirty drawer. Fuck that, you want to make this clean. So, highest setting possible, highest blast, let's go. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's a lot of hair coming out. cool. The next thing we're going to do is start with our machines. We're going to get all these brushed out. Now, this is just what I do in between each client. Okay, so once or twice a week what I'll actually do, I'll take all of these apart, strip the blades off, put them in hot water, soak them, brush all of this out, oil it, put it all back together. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Today is just how to set up between each client. So we're going to start with these. I'm going to put my camera on a tripod and just take you through my cleaning routine. So I'll start off, I'll go through all of them. Now you're going to think this is weird, but even if I haven't used this in a cut, depending on how much hair got in the drawer, I will go back through it and clean it. I've already cleaned my Babyliss Pro FX 880, so that is fine because it's got the top on, not a lot of hair got in here, this haircut. So we're going to start off with the fast feed. You're always going to get a lot of hair in here, so make sure that you use a proper little brush. And I can't stress enough, don't use the same brush that you use for fading. It's disgusting. You're cleaning something with chemicals that you're then going to go and put on somebody's hair that you've had a very sharp blade on. If you do that, you're a scumbag. So take this, and this can go straight on the floor because I'm going to hoover soon. So open the blade up, you want to close it, really get in there, get all this hair out, give it a blow. So you can use an air blower as well. You can buy them from like PC stores. It's just like canned air. I've run out, but I normally use one of those to get in. The other good tip as well I can give you is you can fold up a piece of paper and push it in here to take the hair out. But you know, seeing as I clean mine, take them apart pretty frequently, that doesn't usually have to be required. So yeah, close the blade, do the same, give it a good brush. The next thing I do, I will take some alcohol, this is just wintergreen alcohol, and I will give it a spray. I will then take a cloth and wipe off the excess, after which I will apply some Andy's Cool Care, or you can use Clippercide. This is an antifungal spray, just as good as Clippercide or Barbicide, the blue stuff you have in a jar. Then you can then spray on the sides, the top, and let it dry a sec, turn it on for a minute. There you go, there's a clean clipper ready for your next client. Now what I suggest as well is while your client is sitting in the chair, you actually spray this off again before you use it. That will just show your client that you are super clean and everything's nice. It's very important as well, after you've cleaned, make sure you put the cap back on so everything is truly reset for your client. And you literally just repeat that with every single pair of clippers if you've used them, you know, on that day. But like I said, you should do this between every client. Now, when it comes to your Andy's foil shaver or your Wool 5-star, you have to be a lot more delicate with this because you will make a hole in this foil. So the process for this is slightly different. I'll take the foil shaver, I'll use an old net brush, my old net brush which I use for dusting stuff off, and you just gently take all the hair off the outside. Then I like to open it up. As you can see, there's a lot of hair in here, okay? You can use an air blower for this, it would be a lot easier. When dealing with the foil, you want to be as careful as you possibly can. Just gently brush this and get all the hair out. Same goes with the inside part, you want to be real careful, this is very delicate. This is pretty clean, okay? Then turn it on and gently spray with some Cool Care. Carefully wipe the outside, top goes back on. Don't press the foils, obviously, keep your fingers to the side. I made that mistake when I first bought these and I put a big hole in the foil. So that now is clean. A little spray on the outside, wipe it off. Perfect. Okay, that there is your machine's clean. The next thing you're going to do is clean your scissors. Now, I drop these scissors into a barbicide jar every single night, but between clients, you just want to make sure you get all the hair off and you sterilize them. So I like to, again, same process, alcohol, wipe them off. This will just ensure that any gel or product or anything like that comes off the blade, and it also sterilizes it. And then I'll use the antifungal spray, again, just to clean them off. Now you've got a lovely pair of scissors ready to go. That goes back into the drawer nice and neat. And it's the same process for all of this, guys, including your combs. Drop your combs and stuff into your barbicide every night, but between clients you still want to clean these off because so many barbers will leave these full of hair. It's disgusting. Shame on you. Now if you've got a barbicide jar in your barber shop, you haven't got to do all this. Just throw these straight in between each client. However, mine's downstairs. I don't keep it up here because I don't want to risk soaking everything in blue disinfectant, so I just use it at night time. Okay, so I don't need to worry about the rest of the combs because I haven't used them in a long time. I mainly use my white and my red and my clipper comb, which I already disinfected. So that now is clean and ready for the next client. Your machines are clean, organised, ready for the next client. We're just going to neaten this up and make it look presentable because this is a bit of a mess. And then I'm going to show you what to do with your clips and what to do with your chair. This will all just get arranged. I normally have what I use most to the front. So I will have my neck brush, I will have my talc, my water bottle, and I've got 2 colognes. I'll move this one there. Make sure all of this is nice and neat. Make sure it's organised and not just thrown everywhere. I like to face everything up as well so your client can see what products you have. It just educates them a little bit into what you're using, etc. I always keep the clipper brush with the clippers to clean them so that I don't lose it because it is very small. And as you can see now, we've got some nice lines of stuff. Okay, and it's all how I use it in order. So this now is looking a lot more clean and a lot nicer. Make sure that you haven't left a blade in your cutthroat. There's nothing worse than having to take the blade out in front of your client because they're just going to think that, you know, they might get suspicious you're trying to use the same blades on people. So make sure that that's got no blade in it. You dispose of your blade correctly in a sharp spin. Okay, you've got your brushes there. Make sure your extra products are faced up nice and neat. Okay, now we're looking a little bit more presentable, guys. Okay, sort your chair out. Now, I always leave the headrest in for when people walk inside, but when I'm cutting, obviously I take this out and put it back for shaves and lining their face up and stuff like that. Just clean this up nice. So the gown, you can pretty much just shake this out, okay, and I will fold this up once I've cleaned the chair. So to clean this chair, you want to pull it back so it exposes the cracks and pull the headrest up. What I like to do, I take my alcohol and I spray the whole chair. That includes the base. It's very important. You don't want to clean your chair and then it just looks awful, all hair over here, it's disgusting. So now you just want to wipe away any hair. And what this will do as well, this alcohol is a disinfectant, so this will kill a lot of, well, 99% they say of bacteria and funguses, however you say it. Make sure this is all nice and clean. Make sure you're cleaning your silver parts of your chair, you know. Make the effort, man. How long has this taken? Like, not long. And your clients will appreciate the hell out of it. Come into a nice clean place, smell good. It's the one. Look at the state of the bottom here. You're gonna get hair on it, it's inevitable. So we've sprayed it with some alcohol and we're just gonna wipe it. You don't have to go mad, because at the end of the day you're going to polish this up properly, but just for education's sake I'm just going to show you how I do it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hoover because I need 2 hands for that, and then I'll show you how this room looks ready set up for the next client. There you have it, a freshly hoovered floor. Your chair is looking great, all clean, sanitary, that's looking good. By the way, wash this every sort of 3 days. They are waterproof, so, well, this one is, so it does repel a lot, but make sure you're hygienic and you clean this every 3 days. The other little tip I'll give you is make sure that your foot pump is always facing the back, so you haven't got to, you know, act awkwardly when they sit down, because you just want to be able to pump them up. Make sure your chair is sunk all the way down and upright, so that when they come in, you can turn the chair, let them sit down, turn them back, pump them up easily. These are all just little tips, it's common sense, but trust me, if you're a barber coming up, this is the good shit. This is the invaluable stuff that a lot of barber channels won't tell you. And as you can see, that all looks a little bit more organised now. We've got our clean machines, we've got our clean scissor and comb drawer, and all our rubbish has been taken out the rest. And there you have it. That is how to set up a barbershop in between each client to ensure that you look professional and you're hygienic and you're giving people the best ever service. Before I go quickly guys, I did forget to show you what to do with your clips. Now what I like to do is give these a brush off. I stick them back onto the metal or whatever you're doing. I will take this brush, I will give them all a little pat down or rub down, whatever you want to call it, and you normally get a little bit of hair behind on this bar here, so I'll give this, I've already done this by the way, I'm just going through the motions to show you. I'll give this a little clean, angle it, hit the back of the clips, and then I'll take the cool care and I'll hit the front and I'll hit the back. That is all there is to it. You can use a hairdryer just to dry these off if your client's sitting down waiting. Otherwise just leave them, they'll dry naturally, they're all clean, sterile now. And like I said, just remember that you put your combs and your scissors in your barber side every night. I wouldn't recommend putting these in because they can demagnetize the magnets a little bit, the barber side can. And also I'm not sure how this plastic will hold up in the disinfectant for too long, so I wouldn't recommend that. Just clean these by hand, and the rest, put that stuff in your barber side jar every night. Just use your common sense guys, don't be a dick. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little video. That was just a quick tutorial just to show you how I personally like to set up between clients, just to make sure I'm giving people the best service I can possibly give. That's how you get repeat customers. It's not all about an amazing haircut, although obviously you've got to do a good haircut, but that's only 80%, 70%. The rest is the customer service, the cleanliness, and making sure that, you know, you're looking professional. If you're not professional, they won't come back. That is the bottom line. Just keep saying that to yourself and you won't go far wrong. So follow these steps if you were a little bit unsure or you wanted to up your cleaning game in between each person. As I said, you can make them wait if they turn up and you haven't got time. For God's sake, do not sit them down if you haven't done this. Please do not do that. Just, it doesn't matter if you've got to let them wait. Just move everyone back 15 minutes or 10 minutes. I took a little bit more time doing that because obviously I was trying to film, but I can do that in 5 minutes flat normally. So it doesn't take long and it's worth it. Okay guys, so just make sure you do it, and I hope I've helped a couple of you. So until next Tuesday, remember to study, love and enjoy your craft, and try not to be a dick to people. Peace.